right, and we are back for the ages 9 to 11 speed qualifiers. Welcome, everybody. If this is your first time with us, we're at Rock Solid Warrior for the Wounded Warriors event, charity event. They've already raised $4,000 for Wounded Warriors, so thank you, everyone, for coming out, hanging out, watching. And also, thank you to those who donated for the cause. It's a special event. This is their third time doing the Wounded Warriors Ninja Warrior event. And here we see athletes going through the rules. We have the rules courses right now. We have Ken Hour on the microphone teaching them what they got to do. And we have, looks like a couple of brothers right by the camera. Maybe they'll both be competing in the 9 to 11 speed qualifier we're going to see in a little bit. So once they're done with the rules walkthrough and demos, then we're going to have side-by-side course runs. This is wave 2. Wave 1 was yesterday. So the top 3 athletes from this wave, speed combined with their tech course, that you can also see on Ninja Sport Network, a separate stream. Those 2 scores combined, top 3 are going to make their way to the finals later today. And the way the speed course works is they get 2 runs each. And hello, everybody watching. Tioma, hi, how you doing? Sun in the sky, know how I feel, and we're feeling good. Who's competing? Yeah, if you want to follow along on the Ninja Master app, ninjamasterapp.com, we have 11 athletes in this wave. Camden Bele, Cruz DeWeese, Jamie Liss, Corey Liss, Eric Mulvin, Ryan Hellman, Wiley Wazel, Nathan Audio, Constantine Biggis, Beckett Scott, and Bennett Santa. Those are the athletes going to be competing in this wave. So we have 9 to 11 running this wave, and then we'll have the 13 plus, including adults in elite division. That is going to be a little bit later today after this stream. But right now we see getting the demo of the pegs to the rails and the dismount. That's the second to last obstacle. And now we'll see if we can get a good look at the last obstacle. We see another athlete who competed earlier today playing around on the course, but you can see Ken Auer going through the last lane behind some of the staff members that are running the event. And the last lane, they have fidget spinner to a single ring to a bar and then the dismount platform. Let's just see if we can get a good angle of this. That's probably a better angle. On the fidget spinner, up to that ring. Nice job keeping the swing, reach out, and dismount. As soon as they dismount to the platform, that is a clear. And that will be their time for the course. This is using the retry system, so athletes will get 3 attempts per obstacle. And if they have 3 falls, then they will have to move on. They don't get the points for that obstacle, but they do have 3 attempts per obstacle. I think the course time limit is 3 minutes, but it is a speed course, so they're going to want to go faster than 3 minutes if they want to have a good time, get good placement. And our first athletes up are going to be Camden Bele and Cruz DeWeese. I think athletes are given a little bit of time to look through the course, judge angles, get their game plan ready. Let's see if we get some angles. Yeah, we can see the athletes looking through everything. Am I going to be competing in NSN this year? I will not be competing. I'm Ethan Swanson, by the way, in case you guys don't know. But I will not be competing because Chris DeGangi and myself are the creators and owners of Ninja Sport Championship. So I don't think it would be very fair for me to be doing the course testing and helping getting the courses set up the night before and then competing the next day. Although, to be honest, even with all that experience on the course, I still probably would lose to some of these young guns that are coming out here swinging. The Caden Lebsacks, the Tyler Smiths, and the Phil and Sam Folsoms of the world. Enzo DeFerrari Wilson, Elijah Browning, Naxa Garamore. There's so many young athletes that are really making a big name for themselves. And we're going to see some of them today. Evan Andrews and Tyler Kurtzhall is definitely two names among that group that are really, really strong athletes, younger athletes, but man, are they really good. Tom Alberti here as well, and he's going to be competing. Uh, Gnarly Ninja Nate we saw yesterday compete, and hopefully all those athletes are going to be going on to the finals. Mike Bellion sitting in first place currently in the adult division, moving into the finals, the 13 plus division, and I'll be moving. I'm moving into the finals. I'll be competing, but uh, we'll see how that goes. But right now, this is the 9 to 11 speed qualifiers. You see an athlete wearing an Ninja Nation shirt. Assume that's his dad right there with him, working through. Hey, you're gonna go this way, right arm, left arm, reach this direction, hips over here, dismount that way. Working on how to not take any extra back swings, how to get the right body position, because this is a speed course, so some of the fastest times will probably be separated by a second or less. And so even a slight hesitation could mean the difference between, first place, second place, third place, so on. So we're really excited to see how these athletes, 9 to 11-year-olds, make their way through the course. If we look at the leaderboard from yesterday, Jake Branch has the current fastest time for the 9 to 11-year-olds. 49.4 seconds for Jake Branch. Sawyer Allen sitting in second, less than a second behind him, 50.16. So we'll see if any of these ninjas can break that 49-second threshold and take the first place spot. Anything under a minute would be pretty good. Anything under 50 seconds, they'll be most likely taking the first place spot away from Jake. But there's a lot of athletes in this wave that are trying to do so. We got 11 athletes going to have 2 runs on this course. You have multiple shots, and I think what you'll see is, some athletes may put up some fast times in their first one, but that second course run, I think we're going to see a lot of improvements. Athletes getting their hands on all the obstacles, getting to know exactly how it feels, and then the second run always feels better. Your game plan's always just a lot better, more dialed in. Right now, just game planning. Looks like an athlete was given a demo there. Athletes are not allowed to touch any of the obstacles, but they are able to ask for a demo from somebody who already ran or is helping out on the courses. So it seems like that's what we just saw a second ago. See one of the course demoers going through that minefield obstacle, a bunch of rings, ninja holds of different kinds. So we'll see if athletes are skipping some of those holds or if they're using all of them. Body position is going to be really important on that one. You can get crooked really easily. If you get crooked, you're going to spend extra time swinging around. Lost at no man's land. I think we're going to see a lot of athletes. I mean, this age group, 9 to 11, some of these athletes have been training for 3, 4, maybe even 5 years. Some of them at this point, they know what they're doing. And you always know when you sign up for a Rock Solid Warrior comp, you're getting tough courses, you're getting tough competition. You know there's going to be really good athletes here. You see some athletes with Ninja Nation shirts on, so they must be coming from either Colorado or Texas. Coming a long way to compete in this comp because you get two speed course runs and a tech course run, and then if you make it to the finals, you get an entire extra course, and that's a lot of course runs. And we're doing a team competition on Sunday. So tomorrow is the team competition. Tonight is the finals. And then on Monday, there's an all star skills competition. So we're going to see the mega wall. We're going to see crazy laches. We're going to see burnout lanes. I believe there's an agility lane as well that we're going to see people try to get the fastest time on. So really curious to see what their setup is. I think there's one or two other skills that I must be missing. But it's gonna be really fun to see some of these young athletes and older athletes taking on the All Star Skills Challenge on Monday. Make sure you guys tune in. You're not gonna want to miss that. The qualifiers are I think at noon, and then the finals start I believe around 4 p.m. I believe right now they're going through the demos and course rules on the technique course for the age 13 plus division. So once that's done, I think we'll be getting started on the speed course over here. So I think you see some of the 13 plus athletes in the background here, all lined up, paying attention, trying to get beta from the demos, learn everything they can. That stream is going on alongside this one. Both of them are on Ninja Sport Network's YouTube. So if you want to watch along the tech course, you can do that at the same time as you watch the 9 to 11 speed course. And if you're not familiar, Rock Solid Warrior in North Carolina, we are at their South Apex location. They have two locations. This is their newest one. They just opened up a couple of months ago, and it's a beautiful, beautiful gym. So it's only fitting that they're having a bunch of courses set up here for this big competition. But we will be going to Fuquay, that location, later tonight and tomorrow for the finals and the team competition. That's their original location, their first one. And if you watched the NSC competition last year, the qualifier Rock Solid, that's the gym that we were at for the NSC qualifier. NSC Championship will be back here in South Apex in February for the athletes that qualify in NSC Season 2, which starts up later this month. Our first competition is going to be at Obstacle Academy, Hunter Gerard's gym. It's going to set up some, I'm sure, some weird laches and technical stuff. So if you're interested in watching the highest level of competition and some of the best athletes compete, you get to see them compete here this weekend, and then you get to see them again. We get to see some potentially some more athletes, some different athletes as well at Obstacle Academy, September 24th. Looks like they're getting on to the last obstacle demo for the tech course, so probably another couple minutes here, and then we should be getting started on the speed course. And this view we're looking at right now, we get a good look at the start of the speed course. You see the line, the side-by-side lanes here, left side, right side, going down the trapeze bar, the balance rail, and then they get through the rest of the course, starting with the rock wall traverse after the trampoline jump, and it gets crazy from there. Sounds like the tech course is done with rules and demos. So I think that means we're going to get started here in just a few minutes. Our first two competitors going to be Camden Belay and Cruz DeWeese. Camden and Cruz stepping on up. Camden on the left, Cruz on the right. Camden in the red. Looks like we're going to get started here. Our first two runners in the wave on the starting block. Camden on the left, Cruz on the right. And they're off. Onto the trapeze chase. Both dismounting right around the same time. And they get to the trampoline to the rock wall. Oh no. We see Camden taking a fall. Cruz making his way up the rock wall. So Camden having to wait that 5-second reset. As you see Cruz getting to the devil steps. Yes. Makes his way through the balance. Now you got Camden on the balance side trying to catch up. And Cruz here. Now this is where you can get a little awkward if you're not careful about your swing. Looks like he's got a swing lined up. He's got to make this dismount. And Cruz gets it, but Camden not far behind him has closed the gap. They're both right about the same spot now. At 1 minute. Wow, okay, so right now Camden pulling ahead on the last obstacle. And so is Cruz. Camden going for the dismount maybe? One more swing. And he's got it. Now Cruz just trying to close out the last part of the round. He's got to get this last catch and the dismount. Cruz trying to get to that bar. One extra swing and clear about 1 minute and 40 seconds. Great first runs. It's not easy running first. Cruz and Camden. Great runs. And looks like we have two brothers up here. Jamie on the left and Corey on the right. Jamie and Corey Liss. You got the same shoes on. They're ready to go. You're good right here. Yeah. Okay, Jamie and Corey. And they're off. Getting to the trapeze bar, linked the dismount. Really impressive as Jamie pulls ahead, already on the rock wall. Corey not too far behind. Oh, trying to take another bounce. As you see Jamie getting down the devil steps. Corey making his way that way. Here we go. Jamie reaching out. Huge skips. Wow, only grabbed 2 holds and the dismount. That's so fast. Oh, looks like we're going to have to go back, unfortunately. As we see Jamie lining up the last obstacle. Corey having to restart the balance. Having to restart it one more time. Jamie under 1 minute. Wow, 57 seconds. Corey, this is his last attempt on the balance obstacle. Looks like he's got it. At a minute 15 here. He's got to line up. That's a tough move getting up to that ring, but he's got it locked in. Get it the dismount here. Great angle direction. Getting a little turned around. Now I realize, yep, got to go up to those pegs. Easy to forget on a course. It's a new course, new rules. You know, there's a lot of obstacles all over the place, so just remembering where you got to go is an obstacle in itself. Okay, he's going one arm technique here. Oh no, popped out. Don't look down, don't look down, keep going. It's okay. You got about 2 minutes, got a minute left. Got time. He was trying to skip a hold last time. Is he going to go for a skip still? Trying to really just slam it in there. That's so much smarter. Yep. Sometimes go for the skip, worth it if you can get a first try, but if you can't, just go for the easier move. Is he going for a big launch here? Wow, nice reach. Now he's on those silver bars. Looks like he's going to get a clear on this obstacle. He's going to have about 30 seconds to finish the last one.
Nice, Corey.
And that's going to do it for Corey on the course. Great fight through those obstacles. And Eric and Ryan on the starting line right now. It's hard to shake off those nerves when you're standing there just waiting for the 3, 2, 1 go. They've done all their course planning at this point. You know, they've walked through the course, gotten the demos, they've seen some runs. Now they just got to put it all together and execute. And you see Ryan wearing his Ninja Nation shirt. Styling Ryan. So you know he probably takes classes at Ninja Nation. Dude knows his stuff. He knows his ninja. And we're going. Jumping right up, taking an extra swing there to make sure they get that dismount. Here they go on the rock wall. As we see, looks like Eric's taking a little bit of an early lead going down those devil steps. And Style and Ryan getting down the double steps now as well. Gonna have to get through the balance. Make his way through the balance, and we see Eric already past the minefield obstacle and onto those pegs. Looks like Ryan had to reset on the balance as Eric swings through, one-arming these obstacles. Off the silver pipes and onto the last one. Fidget spinner into single ring. Nice catch. One more bar to catch. And dismount. 110, 111. And Ryan taking a breath, just collecting himself. Oh, going back smart. That's good. Smart. If you're losing balance, you can always go back. Not taking a fall and having to get the time penalty. A little off balance, but it looks like he's got it clear. There we go. I think time is actually 2 minutes for these guys, for this age group. And you can hear him counting down. He's got a couple more seconds to go, and that's going to do it for time, I think. But still going to try to get a course clear. And looks like cleans it up and about to get the course clear here. Nice job from Ryan. Hey, Ken. Still no audio? No Nathan audio not here? Or is that Nathan? Okay, so. We have our next athletes up here, Wiley and Constantine. Wiley on the left. Wow, they are locked in. Getting up to that rock wall so fast. Jeez, they are neck and neck. Both pretty much starting the traverse over to the devil bars at the same exact time. Both getting through the balance. It looks like they're still pretty much locked in head to head. Wiley looking at that dismount. Oh, Constantine gets the dismount a little bit earlier. Constantine going across silver bars, dismount. Wiley not far behind him. Looking at just about a minute if they can link this stuff. Wow. Only separated by a couple of seconds. Both hovering right around a minute time. That's going to end up being pretty good for them. Both really efficient runs and neck the entire way. We got Beckett and Bennett up here. Beckett on the left in the starting block. Bennett on the right. Wow, both getting up the rock wall right at the same time. And Bennett maybe pulling a little bit ahead, looking at that dismount a little bit earlier. Bennett on through the balance. Getting the high ring. And the dismount just a second or two ahead. Making great time though, 45 seconds. You know they're trying to get that 1 minute time is really attractive. We haven't had really many athletes get under 1 minute. And they're both on the fidget spinner. Oh my God, this is so close. Wow, just came to one swing at the end. Oh no, and having to reset the obstacle. Didn't quite get the dismount. Just maybe needed one extra swing to make sure he got the dismount locked in. He's going to have to take extra time here, unfortunately, for otherwise great run. Missing the ring on his second go. This is going to be the last attempt on this last obstacle. Unfortunately, cannot get the course clear. Ah, it came so close on the first attempt on that dismount. So that's going to be it for their first run, but every athlete is going to get another opportunity to hit this course. They're going to get a couple minutes rest in between their first run and their second run. 5 minutes, and then we'll get on to our second run. So let's take a look at our leaderboard. And Jake, Branch, and Sawyer from yesterday still with the fastest times. Jake Branch at 49 seconds, 50.16 seconds for Sawyer Allen. They both ran yesterday. But coming up with the third place fastest time so far, Jamie Liss, 51.46 seconds. And Jamie is going to get another shot at this course to improve the time. Uh, we'll see if he shaves off 2 seconds, then he's going to have the first place time. But Jamie Liss at 51. Those are the only athletes that were under 1 minute. Beckett Scott got really close with a minute 0.39 seconds. Anything under a minute is going to put these athletes in a great spot. So really fast times if you can get this course in under 1 minute. So Beckett right at 1 minute 0.39. Wiley at 1 minute 0.74. So those two athletes separated by less than a half a second. Constantine at 101.74. So again, like there's a handful of athletes hovering right around that 1 minute mark. They're going to be trying to get a little bit more cleaned up. Eric Mulvin at 106. Camden's time 117. So you know he's looking at the course right now, thinking, how can I shave off time? Well, I had a couple extra swings here and there. If he cleans that stuff up, I could see Camden getting a sub 1 minute time, definitely. This whole event, this is their third annual Rock Solid Warrior, the Ninja Warriors for Wounded Warriors charity event. They've raised already about $4,000 for Wounded Warriors at this event. If you guys feel like you'd like to contribute, you'd like to donate, you can go to rocksolidwarrior.com and donate to Wounded Warriors there. A lot of the proceeds from this event, registration tickets, are going to Wounded Warriors. This is the third time they've done it. I'm sure they'll be back next year. It's a great event, great atmosphere. Just a lot of friendly people out here in North Carolina. A bunch of ninjas trying to fly, trying to make their way through some of these courses as fast as they can, as smooth as they can. A lot of really skilled athletes of all ages here. I'm definitely excited to watch a handful of them get their second run, specifically Jamie List at 51 seconds. If he can clean up even just a little bit, get under 50 seconds, got a really good chance at taking the first place fastest time. And right here, we're looking at, a balance obstacle on the course, and balance obstacles are always a little scary on a speed course. They slow you down so much. You want to make sure you don't have a slip there. You don't have a fall, of course. But it is a speed course, so you're really pressured to go through quickly. And on balance, more so than upper body, just that little tiny foot slip can mean the difference between, oh no, I just lost 5 or 8 or 10 seconds because of that reset, and getting a great time. So it's kind of the balance between deciding how fast you go and risking not having a perfect run to go for one that is extremely fast. In the background, behind the speed course, we see the tech course is going on right now. Ages 13 plus competing on the tech course. You can see that stream on Sport Network on our YouTube as well. That one's going on right now, commentated by Ryan Stratus and Chris DeGangi. Seeing some pretty high-profile athletes in there. And sounds like we're about to get started in maybe 30 or so seconds, maybe a minute. Back with course runs on the 9 to 11-year-old speed course. See Ken Auer getting the athletes ready, letting them know, hey, we're about to get started again. They've had enough rest between their first run and now starting their second runs. Here we go. 9 to 11 speed course round 2 is starting up. And looks like we're going to have Beckett Scott on the left and Eric Mulvin on the right. Beckett and Eric getting ready to get started here. And Arik, excuse me. Beckett and Arik. And here we go. Wow, they're going fast already. Already onto the rock wall, speeding up. Now that they've been through the course once, it's all about cleaning it up for their second run. See them getting their way to the Devil Bars, and now on to the balance. Oh, looks like Beckett had to restart the rock wall there, as Ari is already on the rings and ninja holds. And we see Beckett in the background getting to the Devil Bars. Ari's having a great run, though. Just under 40 seconds. Having a reset, though, as we see Beckett getting through the third to last obstacle. Now they're both on the pegs. Hitting just about a minute here. Ari getting the dismount. Beckett lining up the dismount as well. Beckett's looking at the dismount. Oh, just coming up a tiny bit short. Both of them having a fall on the last obstacle. Let's see. Taking that second attempt. They get 3 attempts per obstacle, making sure this time that Ari gets the clear, and he does. About a minute 30, 2:33. See Becky getting the clear in the background as well. 140, a couple of slip-ups, a couple of falls, but man, that start was extremely fast. Now it looks like we have Bennett on the left and or Bennett on the right, it looks like, and Corey on the left. They might have to switch here, I think. Yep, yep. So they're switching spots. Bennett on the left, and then I think it's going to be Corey on the right. Bennett on the left, Corey on the right. Here we go. Jumping up to that trapeze bar. And the dismount. Neck and neck again. Looks like Bennett is pulling ahead just a little bit. Oh, Corey having to go back. Getting that 5-second reset as Bennett starts to pull ahead onto the Devil Bars. Corey getting to the rock wall now. Oh no, and having to take a reset here on the balance. As we see Corey making his way down, the Devil Bars now able to catch up a little bit of ground against Bennett. Going through the balance as we see Bennett here on the minefield, getting up to the high ring. Now he's just got to make sure the angle is right for this dismount. Looks like he's lining it up. Bennett gets the dismount a little bit ahead of Corey right now. Corey, you can see him in the background, getting that swing, trying to get up. Bennett looking for that dismount. So is Corey. Oh, having to go back to the ring, though, readjust the swing. Angle is so important for this dismount. Looks like he's just getting crooked. As we see Bennett line up the last move just before the dismount at a minute 45. One last swing, and 148 on the clock for Bennett. Corey's only got 5 seconds left to complete this obstacle. Going for a big launch. I love it. You know, I love when you see athletes go for it at that point. Might as well. See what you can do. And next up, we have Camden and Wiley. I think they're going to have to switch sides here. Yep, looks like we had a little bit of blood on the course, probably a callus that ripped open. So they're getting it all cleaned up. They're gonna clean off all the obstacles, make sure everything's disinfected, and then chalk stuff up. Oh, yeah, sounds like Bennett got a rip. Hopefully he's getting taped up, getting the bandage on his hand, cover that stuff up, get it washed out. But got to make sure that the course is all clean and safe for everybody running. It happens. This is what we call getting iced a little bit. When you're on the starting platform ready to go and you got to wait for whatever, it's course adjustments or padding or, disinfecting the course, stuff like that. It's called getting iced. You're hanging out there, you're ready to go, but there's nothing you can do but just sit, hang out, wait, and try your best to focus, not get distracted. But when you got another course going on behind you, hard not to get distracted by some athletes doing some big moves. You can see some of the athletes in the background on the technique course. If you're curious about that one, you can check it out. We have another stream going on Ninja Sport Network on our YouTube that you can check out and see what the action is like for the 13 plus age group. I think one of the competitors that's running right now, Lila Nathanson, very, very skilled competitor. We saw her make it to the championship, NSC championship in season one among, the top 30 women made it from the season to the championship. She was among them. Very difficult to do. The level of athlete at the championship was wild. Really exciting to watch. Looks like we see Ken Auer finishing up the double, triple checks. Just got to make sure everything is completely clean. That's so important. You see some other staff members going through and checking the bars. Let me switch it real quick. Wiley on the left. Camden on the right. And they're off. Taking a backswing. Running through the balance rail. Trampoline up to the rock wall. And they are pretty neck in neck. Wiley closer to us in black. Both getting to the devil bars at pretty much the same time. See them hitting the first big upper body obstacle. just about the same time. Wiley pulling ahead, lining up that dismount. Nicely done. That angle control. Camden not far behind him, and both up onto the pegs at right around the same time. Wiley getting to the silver bars first and the dismount. Wiley getting onto that last obstacle fidget spinner. Camden getting there right now at 1 minute. Wow. That was a tight race. Looks like Wiley pulled ahead a little bit earlier and kind of held the lead. Didn't pull away like crazy or anything, but they were pretty close the entire way. Great race from both of them. Looks like we got Ryan and Constantine. Ryan and Costa on the starting block. Staff members making sure the course is ready and reset for Ryan and Costa. Ryan in the red, Costa in the tie-dye. And they're off. Costa getting a little bit of a lead. Ryan not too far behind, taking a little stop. Uh-oh, Costa having to go back. Ryan making that grab, fingertips on the rock, while Costa using his third retry on this obstacle, going to have to clear it. This is a scary spot to be in. He's got to clear this obstacle, get to that platform. Nice, okay. So he's got the clear and he's moving on. Ryan's making his way steadily. You see them both dismount about the same time. And Costa jumping up into the minefield right now. We see Ryan starting it just now. Costa getting the dismount. Ryan on that, trying to get to the high ring, it looks like. Does he get the swing right? Ooh, looks like he's there. Gonna have to get hips up. Nice grab, nicely done. Good adjustment. And now we see Costa at about 1:20, getting onto that last obstacle. A couple of moves left. He's got the ring, got one more catch to make. Does he take an extra swing? He just goes for it. And dismount. And now we see Ryan here. Costa locking in at about 1:30. And Ryan, big reach, peeling out. Got to wait that 5-second reset before the big jump up there. Does he? Yep, he starts to move pegs this time. Not going for the big reach. Having to drop back down. He's getting the course reset. This is going to be his last attempt on this obstacle. Going for a reach here. He makes one move. He's got a hand on it. Can he hold? Oh, and just peels out. And that's going to be it for Ryan's run. Right now we have our last two athletes up on the starting block. We have Jamie and Cruz. I think Jamie has the fastest time from this wave, looking to improve upon it. Jamie and Cruz. Jamie taking that runner stance. Who's ready to go? And already on the Rockwell for Jamie. Almost got under 1 minute in his first run. Cruz is right there with him. Both starting the balance at pretty much the same time here. You see Jamie and Cruz up. Wow, huge reaches. Didn't spend almost any time on that obstacle. One arm swinging through. That's so time efficient. And Cruz lining up the dismount. As we're at 43 seconds, Jamie could get under 1 minute. Oh, he's at 50. And the clear. And we got Cruz on the pegs. Vying to make a couple of moves and just getting hung up a little bit. Waiting for that countdown and getting started at 1:15. Making a move with the left hand first. Maybe making one more move before the transfer. Got to hang on. Wow, just barely got that thing in. And just staying smooth at this point. 20 seconds, got to go. To 20 seconds on the clock. 15 seconds now, has to clear this obstacle. Whoa, one arm grab. Oh, he's getting crooked. Just got a little too crooked, and that's going to be time for Cruz, unfortunately. But great runs from all of our athletes today in the 9 to 11 speed qualifiers. Looking at the current standings and leaderboard, before this wave, Jake Branch had the fastest time, 49.42. Jamie Liss, with that run we just saw, 47.92. 1.5 seconds faster than Jake Branch. So Jamie Liss makes it into first place. Jake in second, Sawyer in third. We saw them run yesterday. Wiley with the next fastest time, 59.57 seconds. Blazing fast, under 1 minute. Only one of 4 athletes to do so. Then Beckett Scott at just over a minute, 1 minute point 39. Costa at 103.74. Ari 106. Camden 107. And if you guys want to see the leaderboards, you can go to ninjamasterapp.com to check those out. All the leaderboards, you can check run orders for any athletes that are going to be running. But thank you guys for tuning in. We will be back with the 13 plus next. And that will be in about an hour and a half. Or maybe I think it's about 12:30 is when it starts. And you see the 13 plus taking on the speed course. See some blazing fast times. There's going to be some adjustments made. Thank you so much to all of our Patreon supporters for supporting us and helping us make streams like this possible and bring it to more gyms, more people. So thank you so much for our Patreon supporters. If you're interested in supporting us, you can check out our Patreon at patreon/Ninjasport Network or check out our website, ninjasportnetwork.com. Thank you, everybody, and we will see you in just a little bit for the 13 plus speed course.